There we go. There we go. You guys got to remind me. I had them off to the side. Let you guys know. Let you guys know. Coming here for the freebies. Wait to see if anybody get in here live so you can watch it. Obviously, I'm recording it, so I'll post the freebies separately as the regular breaks. There we go. Starting to get everybody back here. Like I said, every spot is eligible to win the freebies. Like I said, one's just a custom autographed COA, and then the other one is I believe it's a Chinese. So rejected from putting it into my boxes. I didn't feel comfortable doing that, but I'm more than happy to give it away completely for free. Obviously, these cost money to buy, but at the same time, so it has value. It's obviously a COA verified autograph of the player on a nice jersey. It's a NHL technically licensed, but it's not a custom, but it's not a legit Reebok, so it's still an autograph. In fact, this one's even great because it's got the pictures of the player signing the jerseys at a signing session and with the COA card from the signing session, and you can see clearly that there's stacks of these jerseys. So they must have bought a truckload of these Chinese jerseys and to use for the signing. We're talking, it's not from last year, it's from a while back here. So it's something that's happens frequently. Now you see them just sign numbers and they just create custom jerseys with just the signed numbers. And that's how a lot of these companies, do that. Obviously there's not many companies that still do the full signed, stitched jerseys. Even Fanatics with their own COA stuff, they do a lot of heat press stuff on their replica stuff on their Fanatics replicas. Most of the pro jerseys are still stitched. I'm starting to see some not quite stitched, so it's they've been cutting corners a little bit. When you handle as many jerseys as I do, you kind of start to see when companies kind of cut the corners to save a couple bucks and make extra couple bucks in profit, and it's kind of disheartening. That's why I do like going for the older Reeboks as well as the older Adidas stuff, because you have, back then, even like these companies like AJ's and East Coast and Frozen Pond and Frameworth, they all got their jerseys made, so they're all stitched up. Even the Fanatic stuff was all stitched up. Obviously they're their own COAs, their own companies, so the autographs are all legits. But it's always nice when you got quality jerseys as well. So, but an autograph on a custom is still a verified autograph if it has COA information. It's got a sticker or a card or whatever it may have with it. So it's you got a little bit of each. I said a lot of the other sports, especially football and basketball and baseball, there's the majority of the product you see is customs. It's just cheaper, especially when you're doing the mass signings that some of these sports have for their players. So it's understandable. Like I said, you see pictures from these autograph signings and there's, either a stack of jerseys, which is good because obviously a lot of them are stitched up, if they're not pros, they're at least customs. And then you see a stack of jersey numbers and you know what they're going to become. Obviously they get made up into, I would say, the majority of them get made up into custom jerseys. Just it's easier to. You try imagine sitting at a table with 30 jerseys to sign, and it's a much easier thing to do if you have 100 numbers to sign. So they give you like a 7, you just sign your autograph. Give you a 7, and you sign your autograph. And like I said, I understand why these companies cut corners. It helps with their production to be able to do, take 100 autographed jersey numbers and then make the jerseys up at a later date, especially if they're going to be customs. You're just going to have somebody out there heat pressing or stitching them onto blank jerseys and just, distributing however you may be doing it. So it's like I said, you gotta, like I said, I've always done licensed stuff, except for a couple cases, like obviously the USA jersey is unlicensed. You do have a couple. Sometimes the international team jerseys we've had in the past, couple of them here and there, they've been unlicensed jerseys. The majority of the college ones are the college ones. The junior ones are all CCM, so they're licensed. Obviously, CCM produces the Canadian junior jerseys, so it's it's a matter of, preference, but you do see tons of customs in the other sports. So it's inevitable that you're going to have a decent amount of customs in hockey, but hockey jerseys are still the most beautiful of all the uniform jerseys. So it's nice when you're able to take the extra time and spend the extra bucks to get fully licensed jerseys. But, you got to do what you got to do. So, but like I said, it's for you guys' benefit because they're all going to be free from me to you guys. I got a nice free custom as well as a free Chinese Reebok. So here we go. So the first one we're going to do today is a New Jersey Devils custom. No longer with the Devils. Actually, this is a defenseman. This is Ty Smith. This is played for New Jersey Devils at the time. Obviously, Ty Smith. He's got a Beckett Hollow COA with his CR code. Ty Smith does, but this is going to be completely free, given away to somebody at random. So let's do that. Let's get to my lists. And like I see with this, we're just going to do 7 times the player list. And whoever hits at the top after 7 will be the winner of the Ty Smith. So here we go. You have the list of names here in order from Vasilevsky all the way down to Morrissey. So here we are. Obviously, we hit a couple jerseys from this list. Olmark is here. Obviously, Philip Forsberg. They are both eligible to hit the Ty Smith. So we'll see who hits it. Good luck, everybody. Whoever's at the top after 7 times will be the winner. So here we go. First one. Okay, they're doing it 7 times, 26, all 26. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the winner, top name on this list after 7 is Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane, that is Carl Z. Congratulations, Carl Z. You get a nice COA signed Ty Smith, New Jersey Devils custom. There we go. Okay, let's back this back out. Patrick Kane is eligible again to hit the second one. So let's get to the second custom. Actually, not custom, Chinese jersey, but this is a Reebok, but a fake Reebok, basically. And here's actually the pictures. So here we go. This is a pretty cool blue Pittsburgh Penguins alternate. You can see signing it. This is Alex Goligoski, former defenseman for the Pittsburgh Penguins. You can see him signing, and you can see stacks of jerseys in the pictures. They got the regular Penguin jersey in the back, as well as these blue Reeboks, even though this is not a Reebok, but it's definitely, I've handled it. I mean, these are stitched on and everything. It's just that extra. We can take this one out. Alec Goligoski, black Sharpie on the jersey. It's a blue Reebok. The Penguins crest, obviously tagged up and everything, sales tag, but just like I said, it might be legit. Like I said, you might take it and say, "Oh, it is legit," but my learned opinion is that it's not a authentic Reebok. I think it's one. I think you mostly tell from the fight strap. Actually, might be. You know what? Maybe it is legit. I don't know. Maybe this could be legit. Like I said, it's just I just feel it may not be, and I didn't feel comfortable for you guys chasing that in the boxes. But at the same time, I'm more than willing to give it to you guys as free. COA comes from the Steel Town memorabilia. Clearly, they had a signing with Alex Goligoski. They show the pictures that come along with it, him at the signing. So, like I said, maybe they got a bulk rate, on the Pittsburgh Penguins alternate jerseys. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. Like I said, usually it's much easier to tell from the fight strap attachment, but it doesn't feel like a pro Reebok, even the alternate jersey for me. So, but then, like I said, I mean, at first glance, I mean, most people wouldn't even realize it. I just have handled so many of them that I could feel that it's not, like I said, even as tags on it, I'm not gonna have you guys pay for the spot and box it up. That's not me. So you guys know that by now. But I'm more than happy to give it away for free. Willing to eat the cost of this and send it out to whoever happens to hit it. So good luck to whoever comes out the top of the list after 7. So here we go. Back to our list. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, I'm a big Goligoski fan. Loved him when he was a star. Dug him when he was a Pen. And obviously, he was a pretty good defenseman. Good points producing defenseman for them back in the day. But at the same time, I'm not going to make somebody pay for a spot that I wouldn't feel comfortable chasing myself. So you guys get it free. I mean, like I said, it still cost me, and I got it for free. So it'll be sending out to you guys for free. So good luck. Here's our list again. Everybody is eligible 7 times. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the winner of the Alex Goligoski Reebok Blue Pittsburgh Penguins jersey is Patrick Kane again. Like, that has nothing to do. Like, 7 times. Patrick Kane wins the spot. Wins again. Absolutely insanity. That is craziness. That is craziness. Congratulations, Carl Z. Again. You win both the Ty Smith and the Patrick Kane. So it's different numbers, too. So it's not like it's the same order. But congratulations on the Patrick Kane. I think, did you have also? He also had the Ruzioni Jim Craig. So it's not like even bounced to the next spot. Congratulations, Carl Z. You are hot tonight. So there you go. Congratulations. Get back there. That is you. It's a random kind of night for you. Congratulations. Yeah, surprise. Boom. You had both the custom and the Goligoski. Like I said, that was different names, both winning times. So congratulations. You had first and second on that random. Can't do better than that. So congratulations to you. Sorry for everybody else, but sometimes when people get hot, that's what happens. So big win for Carl. You get the Goligoski and the Ty Smith. I packed them up together, so that's easy. Throw them back into the box and get them out to you this week when I send out the other stuff. So I probably won't mail anything out until Saturday, I believe is probably the next mail day. We'll see, maybe on maybe Friday, depending on how, Tuesday and Thursday will be sent out with the stuff that hits today. So thank you much, everybody. Sorry for the secondary stream, but it's good to have the freebie stream separate. So I'll be able to post everything together when I wrap up here. So thank you much, guys. I appreciate everybody's continued support. Look forward to seeing everybody back here on Tuesday. 24 boxes. Man, you're not going to find better odds for fully licensed pick your player jerseys anywhere on the interweb. So thank you much. Thank you much, everybody. Congratulations again. Carl swoops in, hits both freebies. That's how we do it. So thank you much, guys. I'll see everybody back here on Tuesday. Take care. Waffle Breaks is out again.